Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Pisceana, and I'm back with another early access banger. I did at least 5 early access readings on Patreon, y'all. Y'all gotta get with it. You gotta get with it. Patreon be getting fed. All right, they be getting extended. They be getting early access. They be getting everything. They be getting giveaways, and you just got to be there. All right, you're missing out. But yeah, if you guys are seeing this on Patreon, obviously you're the first ones to see it. If you're seeing it on YouTube, you're the second ones to see it. But this is last but certainly not least for December. So I already pulled your Blunt Truth cards. So let's flip these cards over and see what's going on for Pisces, for the energy we're going into for Mercury retrograde especially. Okay, so we have there's more to this, dig deeper. And then we have shut up and listen. All right, so tell me for Pisces, there's more to this, dig deeper, shut up and listen. What is that really in regards to? Needs time to mature. Tell me more about shut up and listen for Pisces. Honor your boundaries. Failure to commit. Literally almost everybody got this card this month. Failure to commit. You got failure to commit, honor your boundaries, and the caterpillar becomes the butterfly. So I'm going to put all these cards up here. I'm not really sure how they correlate to each other just yet, but usually it makes sense to me as we go on in the reading. And then needs time to mature was at the bottom. So let's go within my everything deck and see what is happening here. What's happening for Pisces right now with shut up and listen? Can you give us some more insight on that? And there's more to this, dig deeper. What do we need to know? Tell us about that for Pisces. What is it that they need to really be open to listening to? You have confession. You have friendships. Legal matters. So yeah, for Pisces, where you need to do more listening. You have guilt. Angel numbers or guidance. You have free will. You have new love, dreams. Okay. So you know, Pisces, that you are a water sign and you are intuitive above all else. Some of you guys are looking for some type of guidance, some type of clarity in your life, or you're just trying to sort things out in your head. But a lot of you, there's not much that you can do on a logical level right now, or like the answers that you're seeking are going to come from you just listening. It's going to be like kind of like playing Blue's Clues with the universe in some capacity. You have dreams. So some of you, there's answers that will show up in your dreams, or maybe you'll see certain people within your dreams. There's answers that will come to you in the form of angel guidance or numbers. So looking out for those. And then you have confession. Some of you might feel like either you feel guilty, either you're the one that feels guilty, like you need to confess something, or somebody else may feel guilty and you're just feeling like somebody's acting strange. And they may actually confess something to you. Could be within a friendship dynamic as well. You have friendships. Let's look a little bit deeper into that. There's more to this, dig deeper. What does Pisces need to dig deeper in reference to? Sorry, my nose is itching. What does Pisces need to dig deeper in regards to? Oops. You have life purpose, self-love, long-term. I feel like this could be more so like figuring out like what is your purpose, or what is the meaning of your life. What's led you to be the way that you are. It feels like this is like a very like introspective time for you. You have unfinished business here. At the bottom of the deck, but you have life purpose, you have teacher, you have meant to be, you have self-love, and then you have family or family issues. Hard to hold all these at the same time. But I'm kind of getting that a lot of you could have been, either you're in this place now or you could have been in this place for a while, where you're kind of like, what is the purpose? Like, why am I here? You know, like, what am I meant to do on this earth? I just kind of feel like there's some reflective energy here for you Pisces, where you just feel like you're wandering around, or like you're like an alien, or you don't really have a place in this earth. And it's kind of like, you know, what am I here for? What am I meant to do? And so in this place, there's, you know, there's more to what you feel like you're meant to do. It could be something, I don't know. Life purpose is so tricky in that way, because I don't feel like everybody's here just for one reason. I feel like there's multiple reasons that you're meant to, you know, be here. Some of you are meant to be a teacher in some form or fashion, whether you're like literally teaching a subject or you're here to leave an impact and influence others. You have self-love and meant to be. I think some of your life purpose themes surround you trying to really know how to love yourself or be with yourself, and not like search for something outside of yourself or escape into other things. You have temptation. Some of you, there is temptation to like keep running from place to place. I think I mentioned that in your last reading, or running from person to person. And so it's like you never can figure out like who you are or where you're meant to be. You have family or family issues. For some of you, it's a matter of you going into your past and unpacking like where you have generational curses or generational trauma. And the first person, whoever's aware of it, is the one who gets to break it. That's kind of how that game goes. So usually if you're into spirituality, you're into tarot, you're into astrology, you are more self-aware than most of your lineage, unless they study that as well. But you're aware of like where some family issues, addiction, abuse have impacted you, and there's been repeating cycles. And so some of you, you're in this place where you're having a big revelation about like, why are you here and what are you meant to do? Or like your life purpose is a lot deeper than what you've been making it out to be, or what other people have in mind for you. All right. Let's see. Any advice here before we look at tarot cards? You have healer. Whoa. Yeah, a lot of you are meant to be a healer, or maybe after some significant event, your skills, your intuitive gifts, your healing abilities are made very evident. But I just kind of feel like a lot of you are not meant to have like a traditional field of work. Like you're meant to do something either spiritual, occult, like something different. You have addiction or codependency at the bottom. Or some of you are meant to like pour into your artistry. You have artist at the top. You could be an artist of some kind, musician, something like that. But it feels like a lot of you are meant to take like your pain or your experiences or your past and turn it into something that is like a healing experience. If you have Chiron and Pisces, this can definitely resonate with you too. But yeah, take it and turn it into like a healing experience, or something that completely transforms you. You have the caterpillar becomes the butterfly. You have new job or increase that came out here along with healer. So many of you are going to be discovering that you have some form of ability, whether it's like mediumship or something that is different, and you can kind of use that to find your life purpose. A lot of your life purpose for you guys involves you doing some type of healing work, but it could be like you need to heal yourself first and then heal other people. Like before you can heal anybody else, you have to heal yourself. But there is a higher purpose, or like you will use yourself as like a testimony for others. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Like we never really had a reading like this before. So let's look more into Pisces. What is happening for Pisces with life purpose. And you have honor your boundaries here that came out earlier. I feel like people are very much attracted to you because you are so healing and you are so nurturing and you're so spiritually in tuned and gifted. So you have to really be careful about people who just want to use you for that. All right. You have to honor your boundaries and also honor boundaries with yourself, because you are very susceptible to leaning into that temptation of addiction or codependency, or allowing others to be codependent upon you. So be careful about that. But yeah, I feel like this is a time where a lot of you are just discovering your gifts, your true power, your life purpose. And it's deeper. It's really deep, actually. It goes deeper than, like, it's kind of like you're chosen. You're the chosen one to do something or break something in your family history or lineage. All right, tell me more about this for Pisces. All right. Tell me more about this for Pisces. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, I just get like some of you are really like clairvoyant or clairaudient. Like some of you are really good at predicting certain things, and you can use that in some capacity. Tell me about the Lover's card in reverse, the Judgment card. Yeah, this is like a spiritual awakening process that some of you are going through. The Lovers in reverse. Either through a breakup or through some type of loss or a separation, you are finding a higher purpose for you, or you're like, I'm not meant to just live an ordinary life. Like, I'm meant to do something big. I'm meant to heal. I know, like, some of you are just feeling called. Like, you just feel like you're being called to move differently, think differently, be different. The Judgment card is here. Tell me about the Judgment. The Judgment hasn't come out in a while. Why is the Judgment card here for Pisces? Oops. Why is the Judgment card here? And I will clarify the Lovers. 3 of Swords. Yeah, I see you guys transmuting pain. Transmuting that pain to something that there's like a greater purpose for. Like you're looking at it from a different light now, or you're going to pour your pain into your music or your artwork. And it's like really powerful for water signs to be able to do that, because water signs, our intuition is directly connected to our emotions. And for sometimes, unfortunately, we do our best work when we're in pain or when we're in love, or when, there's some trauma in our lives, or like death or anything. It's like that's where we transmute the best crafts. So I see a lot of you doing that. What's the Lovers in reverse? That's the last card I'm going to clarify. The 10 of Cups. 9 of Swords in reverse. 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I definitely see some type of pain that you have been holding on to. Could be with a Gemini. Lovers card reverse. 9 of Swords reverse. 10 of Swords reverse. 5 of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. I'm getting air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here too. But yeah, you have this Judgment and you have this 3 of Swords. I see you moving forward in a way where it's like, okay, instead of me like running from pain or trying to escape my pain or escape from this world, I'm going to use what I've been through as kind of like my testimony, or I'm going to inspire others, or I'm going to help others heal through my experiences. And that, I feel like, is really what life is all about. Like, I mean, I do that with you guys constantly, where I go through something and I teach you about it, and I teach you guys what I learned, instead of like building resentment for having to go through that experience. I just take it in a way it's like, okay, how can I help other people not have to go through this, or help other people get through this because I went through it. So I see a lot of you are going to be taking that approach with something. You're going to be pouring it in, or you're trying to figure out, how can I use this in a way that is healthy and productive? Like some of you have been just using it in a way as like, okay, I'm going to just drown my pain and this addiction and shopping and eating and having sex and overindulgence of some kind. But instead, no, I'm going to use it in a productive way to heal myself. Not through, even through overworking can become an addiction, but like it could be like you want to pour into some type of craft or something that's good for you, something that's healthy, or pour into your friendships more, or like it's just like you get a wake up call here. I feel, Pisces, where you're like, I cannot live my life just kind of sleepwalking through life or just like floating around. Like I need to be using my gifts. I need to be using this pain in a way that is productive and is not like toxic or harmful, where I'm projecting pain, but I need to be projecting purpose. Okay, this easily turned into a sermon. Pain turns into purpose. Purpose over pain. Somebody go tweet that. Purpose over pain. We're getting deep here. Purpose over pain. Okay. Your pain has a purpose. Oh, Shadana. That's crazy. All right, what's the advice for Pisces? Let's wrap it up here. What's the advice for Pisces? You have the 5 of Cups in reverse. What is the advice for Pisces here? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and South Node. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Very faded energy around you. 10 of Pentacles reverse. What is the advice for Pisces here? What is the advice for Pisces? Oops. Clarify the 5 of Cups in reverse, please. The 5 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Wands. And the 8 of Wands in reverse. The Hangman. I see some of you are in this place where you do need to kind of stay still for a moment and pause to reflect before you move forward, and you can figure out where you want to put this energy at. And the Hangman is Pisces. So this is you, but it's looking at things from a different perspective of enlightenment and looking at it kind of from a detached perspective, like looking from the outside in, like there is a reason behind what I've been through, or, you know, some things are not like so much of like I'm a victim all the time, but versus like I'm strong enough to handle certain things, or, you know, we all have things that happen to us. Like nobody's exempt from pain, just like nobody's exempt from pleasure. So it's kind of like you're not so isolated in the sense of like when something happens to you, you can easily feel isolated, but we all go through different things at different times, and we will all go through pain. So it's just a matter of like, okay, I've been through this. Now, what am I going to do with this? Or taking a moment to slow down and figure out where I might be reckless with transmuting this energy, and I need to be more intentional. 2 of Wands, or not let it like drive me crazy and affect my self-esteem because it feels like a personal attack on me. But sometimes it's karmic. It's like cause and effect type of things, or it's just, you know, different things play out in our lives. There's fated events that happen. So yeah, let me see. I'm going to pull from my surrender deck 1 card for you guys. But yeah, y'all got to go deeper into a situation's purpose for you. It is serving a purpose. It's sometimes things, you never ever know, like some things like a lot of breakups inspire a lot of like, look at Taylor Swift. Inspire great works of art, and it wouldn't have been so great if she didn't go through it. Or Adele. You know, there's so many, and it sucks, obviously, but it's like they found a way to transmute the pain. So that's where I feel like you guys are right now. Tell me more for Pisces. What's the one thing that they need to surrender? Wait, hold on. I wasn't really thinking. Let me start over. All right. What's one thing that Pisces needs to surrender at this time? I was like drifting away. Surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So instead of like trying to control outcomes or control other people, control yourself and learn to navigate your own energy as much as you possibly can. All right. I'm not going to do a human design portion for this reading because I feel like everything I said kind of applies to all the types. Like, I don't feel like it's something that I have to break down individually, but it's just transmuting your pain into something that is healthy. But if we're talking about human design, manifestors finding whatever brings you peace, and doing what it takes for you to turn pain into peace. Reflectors taking whatever it takes in a healthy way to turn disappointment into delight and surprise. Projectors taking bitterness, years of feeling unseen and unheard, into something that makes you feel success and recognized, something that you can recognize in yourself, putting the focus back on you. And then generator and MG doing whatever it takes to turn frustration into excitement and satisfaction. Find something to be satisfied about within your life instead of like being content in frustration, or not maybe content, but just like settling into it. I was watching like something the other day, and he was like, just because you have a name that you can label something in your life doesn't mean you have to stay in that energy. Like, and it's really tricky with mental illness, but like, just because you can label it as anxiety or depression, but don't let it become so much of a limitation where you allow it to dictate your whole life and your whole identity, because you are not depression. Like, that's not who you introduce yourself as, like, hi, my name is depressed. No, that's something that is a part of your life, but don't let it become your whole identity, in a sense of like, okay, you have a name that you can put on something, but now let's see how we can work with that energy and how we can maybe get some healing in there, get some therapy, not become a victim to our limitations, but use our limitations in a way that empower others. Okay. And say, despite my mental illness, despite my disease, despite this and that, I am able to integrate it into my life instead of allow it to limitate me all the time and debilitate my life. All right. So that's what we got for you, Pisces. Very deep message. Y'all are going through some heavy introspection right now. Wow. Thank you guys so much for this. And, I hope you guys have a great holiday, great Christmas. I am going to be doing the 150K subscribers readings as soon as I can. I've had a lot of work to do, trying to get it done before Christmas. But stay tuned, the Patreon, all that. Thank you guys for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know down in the comments down below. Like, comment, share, and subscribe so this channel can thrive. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.